We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show, where I am your host today, Bumpy McSquigums. It is Warhammer 40k. It is Rogue Trader. It's Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader from Owlcat Games, released on December 7th, 2023. We got a chance to go in and do about an hour-ish of gameplay in the beta test of the game, or the playtest, and I had a lot of fun with it. I was going to do a third episode, and then about a half hour before I was about to start, I was going to do like one recording and then the next, or like one recording something else, then the third episode. The playtest closed, and I was like, oh, I don't have a code for this outside of the playtest. Huh. So I reached out to them, and they did send a code my way. So a big shout out and a thank you once again to Owlcat Games and their PR folk for accommodating me. It means a lot, and I am truly grateful. And here we are. We could technically continue where we left off in our playtest playthrough, which is interesting. I wasn't sure that was going to be a thing, but I'd like to start new. Now, before we do begin, and we are going to spend some time in character creation, all that stuff, so maybe if you don't want to see any of that stuff, jump about halfway through the episode, see where we're at. But if you don't mind taking a look around and seeing what's there, by all means, come on through. And if you guys want, leave a comment down below if you want to see me go deep into the character creation in a separate video where I look at all the different classes and races and skills and everything. I kind of did the same thing with BG3 back when we started playing that. So I don't mind doing it if you guys want to see it. That all being said, before we begin, the thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is they have a cooperative mode, which is cool. I knew this was on the agenda, the menu, if you will. I still wasn't 100% sure how it was going to work and everything else. I still don't know. But if you guys would like to see me do this cooperatively, it'll just be most likely with Commissar, Party Commissar. Let me know, and I'm more than happy to bring him on in if he is up and willing to do so. We try to get together now once a week to just do whatever. So, yeah, I'm sure he'd be very happy to join us. But I also understand that a lot of people, while they enjoy some of the co-op stuff, most people prefer me doing solo Let's Plays and focus on the game and so on and so forth. I totally get that. I do try to give a little bit of a balance of both, a little bit of co-op, a little bit, or a lot more of this solo stuff. So if you prefer this to be a solo run-through, by all means, let me know. You can do that in the comment section, but I'm also going to put out a poll. And I think I'm going to get to where I roughly left off after the closed beta before I decide to bring Commissar in anyway. So there'll be a poll on the community tab on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to see it as a co-op with Commissar, by all means, let me know. If you'd rather just see me play through it on my own, let me know that as well. Commissar is very chill, very cool, most relaxed, laid-back, awesome guy I've ever had the privilege of playing games with. So I don't think he's going to be crushed or heartbroken or anything if you guys opt for the single player. Dude's awesome. Love you, Commissar. And speaking of which, I kind of want to play a Commissar, but I feel like that'd be treading on, on PC, on Party Commissar himself. So we're going to go take a look. We're going to do character creation now. Sorry for the super long intro. A lot of stuff to say. We, as developers, are always striving to improve our work. To do this, we need information that we can only get from you by sending game statistics and bug reports. Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can have all my stuff. So, we have the main story. And I believe we read this before, but we're going to read it again. I like that other story modes are still coming soon. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate, and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Von Valencius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of the shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the Von Valencius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. Burn the heretic. The stakes are high, and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries, and the darkness of the Coronis expands. So, good times. I'm probably going to mispronounce like 90% of everything to do with Warhammer. I often do. I love Warhammer, by the way. Warhammer 40k. It's all great. Super fun. I always seek out the games as they come out because I want to try them. I want to check them out. And I played almost all. I think there's like 2 that I haven't really played that I'm aware of. I might have missed a few others, but I don't think I ever played Bolt Gun. And I've played and have Space Marine, but I haven't done it on the channel. I think almost everything else I've played on the channel or on a stream. Love Warhammer stuff. So, let's see. We're probably going to... Yeah, so these are the extra difficulties. I was expecting this to come through. I think we're maybe going to go Daring. This is not recommended for players not familiar. I mean, I'm not that familiar with a lot of this stuff. You know what? Let's just do Normal. I think we're doing the slightly harder difficulty setting on Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's go with Normal. I don't want to overtax my poor primitive old man brain that I've got, so we're just going to go with Normal. But there's a bunch of different difficulties there, which is super fantastic. I like that it, tailors itself to people of varying skill, what they want to deal with, what they don't want to deal with. If they want a super hard time, they need that perfection with the most challenging of things. It's great. I always like difficulty settings. I think it's a fantastic thing. All right, we can do custom character, or we can create one of the 3 pre-mades. Ikata, Darius, and Bahardor. Ikata would be a soldier, Darius an operative, and Bahardor is a warrior. And a commissar at that. You are a crime lord, and you are an Astra Militarum commander. Now, last time, when we created our character, we created, I want to say, some sort of, like, tech priest or something. I have no earthly idea what we're going to make now, so I should probably figure that out. Let's see, it makes it very difficult to make a character when I don't know what it's going to be yet. Okay. Oh, we can do custom portraits? Alright, that's cool. So I was this dude last time. I was this guy right here. That was my boy. I don't think we're gonna go that route again. Maybe we go this guy. He looks like a lovely chap, except I wouldn't shake his left hand. Not a good plan. Maybe a little over the top. And then, of course, we got the commissar himself. You know, I'm going to be this guy. I'm going to be like, if I wanted to, I could cosplay as commissar. See, look. You can see it. You can see it. Okay, so I could cosplay as commissar if I wanted. Appearance, honestly, I think we're just fine. I'm going to roll with that. Okay. Augmentation. It's all fine.
Something of interest.
Something of interest, I say. I liked the... I think it was the Heretic. No, I don't know.
Whispers. Guide my hand.
Applaud my brilliance.
Okay. Just won't fit me at all, but I like it. Let's do it. Applaud my brilliance. Again, I don't know what I'm going to be, so this is very difficult for me to... I need to get into... Okay, here we go. So we have the commissar, which I'm not going to be, so just de facto not going to do it. We had some weapon skills, some coercion, some athletics, and fellowship. Following features will be available after Origin Advancement. Show them contempt! While the commissar is adjacent to an enemy, all their allies gain +2 feel bonus. Okay, I don't know what that means. For the Emperor. Alright, I could be a crime lord. It doesn't feel like it's my sort of thing. I like the SFP. Surefired plan. That's good. And a storm priest. That's what we were last time. We had a war hymn. I didn't hate it, to be fair. Like, it seemed pretty cool. We have a Navy officer. I could be Admiral Kunkka over here. And I was going to give you a wonderful Kunkka line, but I can't. You don't have the sand. Something like that. There you go. You served me. It's a noble and a sanctioned psyker. Ooh, shiny. You know what? I might go in the storm priest. I know. I was gonna vary. I can't do it. I can't do it. I need the headbutts. Give me this one. I'm going to be a military commander. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to beat stuff to death, maybe, or shoot it a bunch. Whatever it is, I'm going to do it. The Astra Militarum commander and all their allies deal an additional plus 20 plus 2 times per bonus. Okay. Percentage damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies until the end of the commander's next turn. Yeah. Once per combat. Okay, cool. Yep, this is what we're doing. I could be the apex. Oh, I got to figure out my home world. Death World, Void, Forge, Imperial, Fortress World. Oh, this changed up too. There were like subsects of whatever of the stuff. Better to die for the Emperor. The BDE. No heresy. Humanity's finest. You know, I'm kind of wanting to. Doing my part. You know what? Imperial world it is. I'm here for it. And then we get to choose the... Okay, here we go. This is where we get to do it. We get strength, we get toughness, agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship. Alright, you know, I'm going to go toughness, actually. I was going to go strength, but no, toughness. Okay, origin, yep, like it. Now, what is this next one? The apex of brilliance, athletics, or feat of greatness. We have really, really good feet under us. Kind of want to do athletics. You and your guardsmen defend a shrine world and receive a high commendation for your feat. Again, talking about my feet. Through reforms and leadership, you restore a broken Imperial Guard regiment to its former martial glory. In illustrious glory. That does sound more akin to what I would be all about. Alright, my darkest hour. So we just heard about my triumph, and now my darkest hour. You lost an entire regiment to the Inmaterium during a Geller field failure. Yet you yourself emerged unscathed. The brand of shame. As the commander-in-chief of a disastrous military campaign, you were buried in shame. Can I just not have a darkest hour? No? Okay. And then the Shadow Torment. Captured by heretics, you suffered unbearable torture at the hands of humanity's enemies. You know what? Yes. That's not going to come back and bite me on the bootay. Alright, this is the archetype. Choose archetype, or... yeah, whatever. Archetype to see description. You can only choose one of the first tier archetypes at the moment. Warrior. Ooh, sexy. Assassin, Vanguard, and or Arch Militant. What do we... oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be so confusing. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Alright, that's fine. That gives me the option to Master Tactician. I think I might go that route. So Warrior gets me there. Officer gets me there. What does the officer do? They use their willpower and fellowship to improve the combat capabilities of their allies turning them into even greater threats on the battlefield. Okay. Extra turns, single target buff, rescuing allies, momentum. Bring it down! Voice of command, finest hour. What's a soldier do? All ranged weapons and quickly able to assume an advantageous position where they stand and rain death. Okay. Burst fire weapons. Movement, range attacks, cover, dodge, burst fire area attacks. I mean, that does sound pretty cool. What's a warrior all about? Boasting exceptional melee prowess, capable of dealing high damage in close quarters combat, and withstanding heavy amounts of damage. They also excel at drawing enemies' attention from less defended allies. Huh. I do like being a tank, to be fair. I also like just crushing stuff with my face. So, you know what? Will Warrior get me to Arch Militant? Oh, wait. I wanted to go Master Tech. Okay, I guess I'm going Soldier. I forgot my one rule. Alright, let's do it. This is a gun? Alright, sorry. Ballistic skill. Toughness. I am pretty tough. We're going to be even tougher. And perceptive. I'm very perceptive. Oh, I have more points. Huh. What does agility do? Yeah, that seems important. Does weapon skill... Oh, it does. Reflects character's accuracy. Oh, that's ballistic skill. Sorry. Dodge chance against melee. I don't think I don't plan to really do a lot of meleeing. Though I still might. I don't know. We're going to go with this. This is what I'm doing. I apologize if it's terrible. Sword class frigate. Fear of the faithless. Nice. Mercy of the stars. Okay, you gave me the same one. Redemption inexorable. Patient fortune. Exile of the fury. Cal Monterde? Okay. All right. What if we decide it's going to be the greatest don't hate me for this. But when I saw Fear of the Faithless and all the way they were doing this, but sandwich of the Cuban. I had two Cuban sandwiches while I was on vacation. I like it. That's good. All right, Sandwich of the Cuban, greatest sandwich of all time, by the way, folks. If you don't believe me, you're insane and should seek medical attention immediately. The Cuban sandwich, fantastic. Love it to death. And pretty much everything about it I shouldn't like. Like, I don't like Swiss as much. I don't really like pork and on and on and on and on. But you put them all together in that way, it's, I don't like toasted sandwiches in general. Like, it defies all logic that I like it as much as I do. Anyway, so Sandwich of the Cuban. That is what our flagship is going to be called. And it's fantastic. All right, we have a name. And that name is Holt. Oh, rest in peace, Captain Holt. Dang. That made me sad. I'm going to be Bumpy. Oh, I'm going to be Bump Ilias. Bump Ilias. That seems to work in a Warhammer 40k type thing. All right, this is our character. The upper decks. Medium armor reduces the dodge chance of its wearer by 25%, while heavy armor does it by 50%. Wear light armor if you want to be able to dodge attacks, but also die when you don't succeed at dodging attacks. It's the trade-off. All right, let's do it. I pressed a key. Is it going to work? It's going to work. Ooh, this is different. Oh, because I'm not the priest this time. Right. That makes sense. Whoa. Whoa. Go, go, go. This is pod racing. Oh, that's not. It's definitely not pod racing. Oh, okay. We're up above again. So it is the same, but they added some more stuff to it. That's great. That's fantastic. I love that. Why do I look totally different than what I expected?
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor sublimity.
True. It's Kunrad Voigtvir. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. Alright, we know all about dialogue choices. There are choices here. You will learn more about current events, influence the character you are speaking to, or even alter the course of history. Or the game's narrative, as it were. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices that you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Got it. All over it. Thank you so very much. Now, I can say a fair few things. Again, I want to headbutt stuff into a submission, even though I'm now shooting stuff. What I like to think is we have little baby heads, like little castings of my head, and I'm shooting little baby heads out from my guns. Therefore, I'm still headbutting stuff. It's just little tiny bumpilious head bullets. It's a lot of work. The craftsmen say I'm insane, but I insist on this. All right, truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, it is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? Okay. Truly an awe-inspiring sight. The man nods in satisfaction.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor. To inspire awe and reverence.
True.
For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
Thank you. The man nods in satisfaction as your words have confirmed some thought he had. Then he sighed and he turned to me. Very, very cool. All right, continue.
Allow me to introduce myself. Kunrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
I have to say I was fairly close. It's Voigtveer. No G. G is silent. And Valencias. I at least got that right, or at least I think I did. All right, sorry. Voigtveer bows his head and focuses his attention on you. You can hover your cursor, highlight words, more about them, tooltips, pop up, highlight stuff, appear, text, dialog box. Thanks. So we can hover over, and then we can left click to expand it. Nope, right click to expand it. And then it goes into the Encyclopedia Britannica. Rogue Trader is subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A Rogue Trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Cool. My name is Bumpilius. Lieutenant General Bumpilius Scipio Grimwald. Okay, I don't know what that means. Commander of the 8th Army of the Scantian Janissaries. I have no intention of introducing myself. I'm this lieutenant dude.
My regards, Lieutenant General.
Oh, you Lieutenant
the
me.
Astra Militarum is the
fair.
hammer of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well, it is likely that fate will give you ample opportunity to demonstrate your talents as a commander.
Yep. I hope to be a right tenant general at some point. No, it's fine. I don't get it. And honestly, lieutenant is a stretch too. It's like a lieutenant, and you like up and down with the. It's fine. The Astra Militarum, we will check that out. Voigtveer smiles faintly, but you are not sure it is directed at you. The primary combat force and first line of defense of the Imperium, also known as the Imperial Guard. Oh yeah, the cannon fodder. Got it.
I will be frank with you.
Okay.
You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed.
Sweet.
You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
With honor. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities? Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself. You say I am one of the Rogue Trader's heirs, so there is another candidate. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it. Lord Captain, strange title.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Yeah, I'm not actually doing half bad on my pronunciations of this stuff. All right. The galaxy-spanning galaxy-spanning interstellar human empire ruled by the living god who is known as the Emperor of Mankind, and the Lex Imperialis Codex of Imperium laws. Cool. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty.
Bumpilius.
Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, You have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Sweet.
I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
Interesting. You have a curious title, Master Whispers. What are your
To put
responsibilities?
it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
It's fair. It's a good job. Well, tell me about Our Lady Theodora.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention.
He laughs and shakes his head.
Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
It's fair. The Warrant of Trade. The sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. You said that I'm one of the rogue trader's heirs, so there's another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Ah. So they did rework some of the stuff. Also, shout out, this guy's doing a fantastic job. I was a little disappointed when I was playing the beta playtest that I wasn't going to get to enjoy all the voice acting stuff that these games are known for. Owlcat Games is known for. I'm very happy to see that they went ahead and they threw some talented folk in here doing this. This is good. He shrugs slightly. All right, I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course.
I
I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
You were not wrong.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Yeah, I say Edelthready is like Edelthreads. It's fine. End the dialogue. By right of blood, rogue trader Theodore von Valencius desires to personally meet with the person responsible for Cheetos. What? Sorry. Okay, hold on. Move your character by clicking the left mouse button on the spot on screen. A symbol will appear and your character will move toward it. If the spot you chose is inaccessible, the symbol will appear in the closest accessible location. Got it. All right. Desires to personally meet the person recently brought aboard her flagship. A storm is brewing over the dynasty, so the Lord Captain has something important to share with her heir, if she ever gets the chance. And now we have to follow Kunrad Voitiver, the Master of Whispers, serving the Von Valencius dynasty. We have to have. He's graciously offered to escort us to the place and stuff. All right, cool. We can change our point of view with WASD and the Q and E and the mouse wheel. WASD, Q and E, and the mouse wheel. All right, guys and gals. Sorry. All right, guys and gals, that is going to do it for right now. I know we got further the last time. I was able to get through character creation a little bit more and so on and so forth. I'm going to be probably doing a video every day for probably about a week is the goal, to play a little catch up because we're behind with Rogue Trader getting the code a little bit later on than the release. But I'm still super grateful. I'm very, 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 very happy to be playing this, and I'm looking forward to doing so. I think maybe the next episode I'll push a little bit harder and faster to get through, but I also want to make sure I cover everything. So if we're super fortunate and lucky, we'll get to roughly where I was when I finished up the playtest videos that I did. I had intended to do one more, just didn't get the chance to. Anyway, folks, don't forget to you can comment down below now, but also make sure you check probably later today for the poll going up on the community tab of the YouTube channel to see whether or not you folks would be interested in seeing Commissar join me and we run through this as a co-op thing. I'm totally okay either way, and I'm sure Commissar would be as well. And it's party Commissar, not like in-game Commissar. It's a little complicated. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, if you guys want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, any of that stuff, down below in the description of the video, there will be various links, just like there always are. A big shout out and thank you once again to Owlcat Games for hooking me up with the code for this, and they took care of me with Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and all that stuff, which you'll be able to see more of that coming on the channel soon as well. Alright, folks. Till the very next episode, I have been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.